with another episode of Dude and a Chick Review a Movie. I'm the chick.
And I'm that dude.
And today we're going to review Fast and Furious 7. Would you like to get that out? Fast and Furious 7. Which I guess may be the final or may not be. We don't know.
The highly anticipated.
Very highly anticipated, especially after the tragic death.
Never duplicated.
Is one of his stars, Paul Walker, who was in every Fast and Furious episode, every Fast and Furious movie. So this one is starring
Dwayne.
It's starring the main stars, Vin Diesel, back for you ladies, Paul Walker, and as a stand-in for him, his brothers, two of his brothers. I know one's name is Cody. There's Michelle Rodriguez, Ludacris, or Chris Bridges, as we know him since he's grown.
Tyrese. The comic relief.
And Jordana Brewster, and then as
Dwayne The Rock
and
Johnson.
Also featuring Jason Statham, one of my favorite action people right now, and Ronda Rousey. So this.
Oh, they also brought back some people though. They brought back Bow Wow.
Yes, and there were special appearances. No, well, that was from the last one. They incorporated that from 3. It was the end of 3 when he came and talked to him. So they used kind of like flashback scenes of, and then they had a short little scene.
Those weren't real scenes?
No. Yes, you have to remember this. And Lucas Black had a special appearance.
Talking to.
It was at okay.
That was a new scene.
Okay.
With Lucas Black and Vin Diesel.
That was a new scene, but the one with him and Bow Wow was the old.
Okay.
That was from 3, Tokyo Drift, that featured neither one except for a special appearance by Vin Diesel at the end of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So this final one is the revenge from last one. What was his name in that?
I don't know. The evil guy in the last one, his brother is out for heads. He's trying to take these guys out.
So it is to avenge Shaw from the last one. Oh my God, what's the actors? To revenge Shaw from the number 6, which, why do I forget his name? Luke Evans, yes, for all you ladies, the hottie Luke Evans. So, and it's to avenge his brother. And he is like a military badass. And basically he's attacking each one of them. So as you can see from the preview, we see what happened to poor Han. What circles back to Fast and Furious 3 Tokyo Drift. And a lot of it was, and plus, the relationship, because we remember in 6, Letty lost her memory. So
Letty.
Yes, Michelle Rodriguez. So this one was good. So they're being hunted.
Yep.
Obviously. And so what do you think, dude? Anything else you want to add to the
they're being
summary?
Hunted, so the whole thing is they got to catch this guy. The Rock is out to get him before he kills more people, and then the Fast and Furious crew are out to get him before he
kills all of them.
So, decent story. I love the anticipation up till I went and saw the movie. The movie is decent, but Fast and Furious 6,
the best
to me, was much better. The fight scenes, the story, and the action scenes. I think this movie, Fast and Furious 7, took a major hit when Paul Walker died.
Well, and they had to redo the whole story.
A lot of the scenes where Paul Walker should have been in there, you could tell they did a nice job with digitally putting his face over his brother's
and
face.
And also using things from old movies.
But Paul Walker is an action star, and he is good at doing action stuff, and you can tell his brothers are not action stars, he's regular guys. So it took a lot from the movie. Fast and Furious, you want to see a lot of action, a lot of fighting. I understand, you want to see a lot of fighting. Don't get me wrong. You get a lot. Jason Statham definitely did a good job.
He's like one of my favorites.
He pulls his weight in that movie. If he wasn't in that movie, the movie would have been horrible. The movie is decent, but it's lacking a lot because Paul Walker is missing.
Well, and also I think my view of it was decent. Number 6 is definitely still my favorite. I want to say 4 through 6 was huge.
Number 1 and then number 6.
Yeah, well, number 1 obviously the original. But then 4 through 6 is where things got like crazy good. The way they started revamping the
5
story.
5 and 6 were pretty tough.
Yeah, before was decent too. Like the way they started retying all the stories in and kind of doing a loop back, and you start realizing what was going on, especially in 5. I think you have to keep in mind, if you go see this or when you go see this movie, that there is a different director. It is not, what was it, Justin Lin. It is a different director.
James Wan, I think.
Yes.
I might have that name wrong, but Wan.
There is a different director, and you can tell within the style of the movie that there
how
is
it's shot and everything.
Definitely a different director. The storyline for them to have to kind of tie it together was good, but you can tell where things like, you know, they're trying to make it so great, where it was like almost slightly overkill for me a little bit. It was kind of a little bit of an overkill. But there was definitely action. You gotta love the cars.
You're gonna get enough action to hold you over.
Yes, and it's, you know, very reminiscent. I think this one kind of was, you know, the full circle, because Paul Walker and Jordana Brewster's characters had, you know, a son. Letty was still with them, even though she had lost her memory from, you know, what was that, number 5? So from number 5, it was number 5. And things are kind of coming full circle, how their lives are, and then how they basically have to fight after they've lost basically 2 of their crew, which was Han, and then what's her name died in 6 too.
I do gotta give it to the Fast and Furious series. To have a series go on, I mean, they're basically these cars and fight. And it goes on and on and on, but you gotta give it to them. It's a successful series, but I think, like I said, Paul Walker is gone. I really don't think you should try to do another one without Paul Walker. I don't think you should. I think you should end it. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Rest in peace.
No spinoffs.
Fast and Furious. Yeah, don't. Oh God.
I think
it's been done.
But you know what I find like really amazing about this whole series together, even with 3, it was kind of like everyone's like, meh. But I think the very interesting thing about this is to pull a movie of kind of this genre where a lot of people won't care and go to see. As you see, this last movie pulled more than what the first movie originally brought in. But the way they have done this whole series to make something about cars and racing so intense and so like kind of complicated and really cool of how it all winds in together and then continues on was really incredible, especially on Vin Diesel's part. He really pulled this franchise. He really pushed for it, and he did an amazing job, and the cast was great, and it is really going to be sad
Well,
to
he
see
ain't
it.
doing nothing else.
Hey. You don't know that. He's been through tragedy. He just
what was the movie, Baby?
Oh, The Pacifier.
The Pacifier.
It was cute.
Yeah.
It's like
so what do you give this movie, man, on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 through 10, I gave the movie a 7. I give it a 7. It was, like I said, great action. They were all over the place. Abu Dhabi, I mean, just like everywhere. South America again. It was nuts.
I give it a 6. It's definitely more than half. It's something you should go see. It's a good tribute. It's a good movie for Paul Walker's last movie.
Very touching tribute for him.
So, other than that, Fast and Furious, it kept the action and everything.
Go support it.
Still like 5 and 6 better.
6 with the bomb. That was just,
anything you didn't like about the movie?
Like I said, I didn't. Some of the filming style of it, like that's when I was definitely like, okay, this is not the same director at all as 4, 5, and 6, and I believe Justin Lin did 3 too. It was definitely not the same director. Some of the filming was kind of a little choppy for me and a little overkill, but
I definitely agree with you. That director was different. I wish they would have stayed with the same director. I like the way he was doing 5 and 6.
And it would have been nice to end with him.
Yeah.
It would have been really nice to end with him. So go see it, go support. And once again, rest in peace, Paul Walker. It's really sad to lose him. He seemed like he was a normally cool guy. Never dramatic.
Thanks for tuning in to another Dude and Chick review a movie.
We will see you later, or basically talk to you later. Peace, love, and hair grease.